Ironic when I saw him there. And I was like, I never really thought about them together. But they're both New York stories that have this terrible climax.
Well, you know, the one thing I think everybody should focus on is, you know, there are so many artists out here who have made their path to success in music by not trying to perpetuate a lifestyle that they're not a part of. Right? You got rappers that are called weirdo rappers or nerd rappers now. You got kids that is out here just dancing, having a good time, making a way for themselves in music. It's a lot of different things. And getting, you know, I know there was a period in hip-hop where getting that street credibility stamp was super important, where it was like, yo, you real, son, yo, the hood, you know this, the streets, that. It's not that way anymore. And if you're not of that lifestyle, there's no need to perpetuate that. And you know, and I know people who are of that lifestyle and still choose not to perpetuate that in their music.
Because why bother?
Because why would I want to do that in music? If that's my real life, why would I want to get into music to have fun?
Speaking of which, can we hear the best 6ix9ine jokes? Because that's what I was most focused on yesterday.
You want to focus
you know,
on the best?
I don't normally get excited about like Twitter trends with jokes in them where everyone's making fun of one thing, but the Tekashi ones were pretty amazing.
Well, my favorite was Fonte from a group called Little Brother. He writes good comedy too and skits.
Yes, he's a very funny dude.
Said Tekashi 6ix9ine has more features in his testimony than he does on his album.
Facts.
It's fire. That was fire right there.
And facts.
Super facts. Judge, you're looking at 40 years. Tekashi, Your Honor, have you ever noticed the color of Trump's hat?
Right.
Great meme. Great meme.
Well, because that's how, was there actually a moment, though, when they said you're looking at blank amount of time and he brought something up?
Well, no, they said if you cooperate, you're good. That thing about him getting out in 2020.
Got it.
They brought that up. That actually did happen in the transcript.
And is it still going today?
I know Lisa Evers from our Street Soldiers program is down there, so they could be hearing some more testimony. Maybe there's some closing remarks and things like that.
Well, did they get to the end? Do we know if they were at the end? We don't know. He's done?
I think he's done.
Man. I needed more.
You wanted this to go on for a night? It was getting too crazy, bro.
There was one more day.
That was too crazy. No,
Oops.
just the whole thing is too crazy.
Sure.
And, you know, Laura brought this up earlier. I'll reiterate it now. The individuals that financed a lot of this craziness from the record label side. There's no accountability there. And we've talked about this on the show from back when everybody was mad at me.
Yeah. It's just, don't you think, like, what role did they play? They were all over Tekashi when he was on top and he was high, he was making music and selling records, right? But right now, it's a lot of things that we should just kind of like, you should ask these questions, like, what happened to them?
And, you know, with 50 Cent out here making jokes, I saw Tekashi's baby mom go at 50 Cent yesterday. Did you guys see that?
No.
I saw 50 post a meme that was funny, though. And
Why'd she go at 50?
Because of the meme?
No, because 50 was embracing him and, you know, showing him love, and she was like, you know, you're a part of the problem, too. So it's a mess out here, bro.
It's messy.
Super mess.
What a terrible impact Tekashi had on the game. Was there any positive that came from it? If the most positive thing was Fifi, I need questions. Because there had to be something. Because musically, he started. I feel like he started getting a little better when his album came out, but it wasn't great. So musically, there was never anything great. He couldn't rap, and all we got out of it was crime, snitching, beef,
and Instagram memes. You know, everybody does everything for likes, Rosenberg.
So no, from a clout standpoint,
the memes yesterday. And by the way, New York City, we should be embarrassed. This is embarrassing. Y'all can act however you want. Oh, the music was hot. It should be you should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed. It's Hot 97.
it was ironic when I saw him there. I was like, I never really